No more misbehaving, then I'll see what you have got. No more stormy weather, no more, that's for sure. No more stormy weather, I won't see you anymore. Bring it down, bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound, bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground. No more secret talking, no more nails on top. No more secret talking, I don't think you'll ever stop. No more misbehaving, no more miss me not. No more misbehaving, then we'll see what you are not. Bring it down, bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound, bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground. No more misbehaving, no more miss me not. No more misbehaving, then I'll see what you have got. No more stormy weather, no more, that's for sure. No more stormy weather, I won't see you anymore. Bring it down, bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound, bring it back to never. Bring
Hey. Hello and happy Sunday to everyone who is watching us live, and happy whatever day it is, wherever you are, for anybody who's watching the replay. I am Shannan. That is my good friend Tiffany Norton, and welcome to our Comedy Through the Chaos Sunday Funday live stream. Hey, Tiff, you look lovely always. How's it going over there?
Good.
Good.
I'm wearing one of my Christmas presents.
Oh, what part? What part?
Oh, I gotta back up.
Okay, because I was like, all I see is boobs. Like, your belt. Oh, yes. That is wonderful. I thought you were talking about your cast at first. And I'm like, and you're
Tuesday.
Nice.
Tuesday to come on.
And your boobs are always a present, whether it's the holiday or not. So thank you for bringing them. I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much. So I am not wearing any of my holiday presents, but I did want to show you this one because I thought that you would love that. It is, look at what my sister Lily got me. These are fancy Yeti wine glasses. I didn't even know they made these. I'm impressed.
I have had one and they're delightful. And when it's hot, that keeps your wine very, very cold during the summertime by the pool.
Well, I have a pair, so one of these is yours. It's already here. So here we go. Cheers.
Thank you.
Well done.
Mine is not ready.
Cheers. So here's what I wanted to talk about today. So we appreciate everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good holiday, out there, because holidays were extra complex this year for a lot of people. So we thought we would do something a little fun. And so I have some fun stories here. So we are going to talk about what I thought would be really good, since you're the bitter baker. A new monolith popped up in San Francisco and things didn't go that well. Not that things went super well with the first ones, but this one is kind of special and things didn't go that well. Then continuing our conversation about food, Tiffany, I know you have that story about some vintage, very vintage chocolate that pops up someplace.
Yes.
So we're going to get our take on those chocolates. We also want to continue talking about food today because I know you spent the holidays in Wisconsin. So I'm wondering if you found this particular holiday tradition that I was not aware of until a couple of weeks ago about our Wisconsin friends eating raw meat, because it's only a few miles away, but it seems like a completely different country sometimes.
It does sometimes. And it was funny how it came up, because the headline was like, don't eat red meat. Like raw meat. The FDA is warning you at the holidays, do not eat your traditional raw meat.
And we're like, traditional, pause, record scratch. Okay, that's fine.
Correct. I understand steak tartare, right, and I've had it, and it's actually not bad.
Right. No,
it's basically hamburger tartare.
Right.
And I was not offered any, thank goodness.
Okay. All right. Yes. Well done. So we'll bring everybody up to speed on what that whole thing is. But also what dropped last week, just in time for Christmas, your holiday edition of The Bitter Baker came out. I was very, very happy about that. Here, let's see if we can play a little bit of it for everybody. Here, how about this? Let's see. Yeah, I know how to do that this time. A little bit. I'm slowly getting better at that. Here, let's play this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Bitter Baker. It is Christmas time in 2020, which is a little bit different than most of the Christmas celebrations we've enjoyed in the past. But the end of the year, of course, raises questions about where you've gone throughout the year and what you've developed. I know personally, I've spent a lot of my time this year being more creative on disguising my drinking to my relatives.
Now, lovely as always, you are, Tiffany. Yeah, I thought
that's the gist of it. It's basically me concealing my drinking, but not tonight. I'm not concealing.
You can choose when you conceal. I think that's what makes it special. If it's always concealed, then people don't know that you did something special for them by actually not concealing it. But
it's a little secret I have with myself. It's a little game we like to play.
So everybody can go find the full episode of The Bitter Baker. You can find that on Facebook and YouTube right now. So that is out there. And it also drops a little nugget of what's going to be coming up for your January edition. I don't want to spoil it. We'll talk about it soon. But you watch the episode of the holiday edition of The Bitter Baker, and you'll get a little as to what's going to happen in January. So well done. Well done. I am always impressed when other food stories come up, Tiff. And I thought you would like this story that I found, and it's all over the place now. So I don't know if you had a chance to read it yet, but you remember that story where all those big monoliths, all those big, people didn't know if they were art or aliens or what, but they popped up all over the world. And then they would just, sometimes mysteriously disappear and people would come and cart them away in trucks. So you remember that, right?
Yeah.
So this one is one that came up, and just like the other monoliths, it mysteriously appeared. But this one popped up on a hilltop in California on Christmas Day, seemingly out of nowhere. But this one turned out to be made of gingerbread.
Oh, well, that's adorable.
Yes, isn't it completely different, adorable? So it was in true pop-up art fashion, just popped up there. It was a 7-foot tall monolith made of tasty and aromatic, people said, gingerbread. So nobody walked up and rudely took a hunk out of it. What they do, that people went up and smelled it and said, "Yep, it smells like gingerbread." So that was a really, I thought, very sweet way for things to kind of go on Christmas Day, and everybody had a chance to see it. And then, unfortunately, you could see lots of people online just taking photos with it. Unfortunately, it fell down.
Oh, you know what? They probably didn't have tough enough royal icing.
Yeah.
They probably didn't whip it long enough, honestly, because royal icing is like cement once it's set. There is nothing that this can't do. I mean, remember the commercials when the guy would have the helmet on and then he would stick to the steel beam? You could do that with the right royal icing.
It's just unfortunate. I mean, people were going all over the place. And so it also might have been that there was a light rain, they had a little bit of rain. So maybe that's it, is that maybe the people did see all of the episodes of the Great British Bake Show that were like, hey, you got to be good with your icing and you have to have the right consistency. So maybe they saw it, and then, people were going up. I do appreciate the fact that human beings are not trash when something like this pops up, because you saw people with their pets that were sniffing it and people that are hanging around it, but nobody just came up and just shoved it. They're like, let's not ruin the holidays. Let's just do it. So that's cool. I thought that was fun, and it made me have a little bit more, just a little more faith in our human beings here in the universe.
I want to know who's the lady with that much counter space, or John. Well, I need their realtor.
Well, I don't think, because they made them in big sheetrock size sheets. So maybe all they did was just bake the squares, and they didn't attempt to erect the full 7-foot monolith at home. Maybe they just weren't they did one little panel at home and went, all right, it kind of sticks. Or maybe, maybe they did it in the backyard. That's the nice thing about living someplace in California, where they don't really have weather. That wouldn't work here in the Twin Cities where we're broadcasting from. Because today it super snowed and all this stuff. So weather gets in the way of everything fun here in the Twin Cities. So I wouldn't expect that to work at all. No. So do you think, what's the largest thing that you think you could make as a baker? If you were going to go, here's going to be my thing. Here's what I'm going to try and make. What do you think?
Well, I've always been fascinated by those people that have those big paella pans.
You make it.
People the giant pans of paella. I've always been fascinated by that. But as a baking thing, what's the biggest thing I could make? I don't have a very big oven, so something sheet cake size or cookie sheet size. I mean, you can make several of them and glue them together, or
right.
Together.
That's the goal, is that you have to make several of them and then find a way that you are going to somehow construct a gigantic thing.
Maybe we make a gingerbread house that you can walk in next year.
Try that.
And then we rent it to a witch, like in Hansel and Gretel, and then she gets a twofer.
But I thought that we were on our side primarily, as long as they use their powers for good, not evil, a little bit pro-witch on our side. We're pro-witch. So as long as she's not doing any of the negative witchery, very cool. I don't want to put her in a house and have somebody come in and shove her in an oven. So I do want to take a second to say everybody that's joined us, everybody that's watching us in the live stream. So shout out to our friend Sarah McPeck. What's up, Andrew? We always love you as well. Nikki, I think you're new. Hello. Nikki gave us a cheers. So let's give her another one back, Tiffany. Here we go. Cheers for Nikki. Cheers. Cheers to everybody that's out there. And so we want to make sure that we have this question. How are you? Everybody that's in the chat and everybody that's watching in the replay? You can put this in the comments. How are you planning on ringing in a new year this year? Are you bringing in a new tradition? Are you coming up with a virtual way that you're going to do it? We're curious what everybody out there is doing to ring in the new year. And we would love to have you weigh in on that on all of our social media pages. So that would be a great thing for us to hear everybody talk to us about. Tiffany.
I know what you're doing.
Oh, me? Yeah. I mean, mine is, it sounds pretty, it's traditional in that I usually have like some sort of like gig on New Year's Eve. And so this is no different. I'm actually like doing an on-site thing at Grand Casino Hinckley this year. So it's pretty much the same thing that I do. So I am hoping that I am not chased by a Minnesota blizzard on the way down there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So if anybody's sitting there looking for something to do and you feel comfortable going out and about, you are welcome to join me at Grand Casino Hinckley. All that information is going to be on all of my socials. So do you know what you were doing yet, Miss Norton?
So I came up with the idea of dressing up.
Okay.
I was going to dress up on New Year's, but I think this year I'm just going to dress up and like just in cosplay. I don't know
cosplay though.
I don't know. I haven't decided.
All right.
I think it'll be fun to dress up. And the new guy that I'm seeing is like, well, I don't really have a suit that fits anymore or that we can dress up in. And I'm like, well, maybe we just dress up as like whatever we want to dress up as.
That's a good idea because I understand you wanted to do maybe like that. Well, we would normally go out at all of our finest.
Right.
So now you're like, well, how can we make that just what we do? And so now instead, okay, all right. So let's see what he comes up with. Because if I had to pick your cosplay for a New Year's Eve evening, I would pick your Marilyn Monroe. Oh, Andrew just put in the chat. Andrew put in the chat Maleficent. That would be a good one as well. Andrew, thank you for that suggestion. I do appreciate that. Thank you for that throwing out because you do a wonderful Maleficent. And I bet you she knows how to throw a party.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
I mean, no one lives, but yeah. We'll make it out.
They might live. They just have a limp. Like a couple people might have a limp on the way out. So well done, Andrew. Good idea. I see Jody saying same as always, nothing. Shout out to Jody. Hey man, do you? Shout out to Nikki. She said, I'm hoping to celebrate with some friends, but let's face it, I'll be in bed by 10 o'clock. Hey, I feel you as well. Like Tiffany and I normally make it to midnight because it's our job to make it to midnight.
Right.
Like
we'll get done doing stand up till 11:30, and it's like, oh, okay, well,
now. And I am contractually obligated to be awake at midnight. Like I have to.
Right.
Part of my job is to be the person that counts down all of the revelers as kind of thing. If anybody wonders, Cyclone Kid is home early because I want to make sure he got home before the snow. So he's upstairs asking for pizza already, kind of thing. And so there will be a constant request for pizza, please. Finish the show. Pizza, please from Cyclone. And if anybody wonders, I did invite him to be on the show. He declined.
Yeah, his manager said it's just not.
No, it's not like
completely booked.
No, he's like, I'm not slumming it with that lady. There's no way. That is the kind of thing. I hang out with her because I have to, because she has the keys to the car and he needs.
Better a non-compete. Nortinos or something.
But absolutely. So if anybody has any additional things that they're planning to do on New Year's Eve, we would love to hear it. Tiffany, I got a good suggestion from my good friend Stuart Sutherland, who is one of our adult beverage friends. So Stuart's fantastic. Stuart works for a company called Prestige Beverage. So whenever we have questions about wine or whatever the tips are coming up in Champagne, we talked to Stuart. So I talked to Stuart earlier today when he was on our my podcast, Be Our Geek, and he had a lot of suggestions about new individual serving cocktails that are available. And so that was his goal, that was his suggestion, was to do a lot of individual serving. So there's individual wine. He suggested some individual sparkling wines and also champagnes. And he also said that would be a good thing if I was trying to do like a really good like virtual date, like a first date. Because I know that a lot of people are doing their virtual dates where they'll go, well, we'll both order the same takeout. And so he said, you can also just make sure that you guys, like, you can have it delivered and have the same collection of adult beverages. So that'll give you something else to talk about while you're on the Zoom.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So I was like, I thought about that. So I was very excited that he suggested that, I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna try that. So if I'm trying to like figure out how to like be super sassy with the next time I'm like the next human being I try to virtually date.
Yeah.
I'm like, I look really smart thanks to my friends. So.
And then you can also see how well he follows instructions, because if it's like, I'm going to have this and we're going to have this and we're going to have this, and his version of that is like a bag of pretzels and a I don't know, a Coors Light. Nothing against Coors Light. They're delightful.
Immediately fired preemptively. Like, you cannot follow instructions. I sent you the recipe. We would both get kicked off any baking show that we were on. You always have to follow the recipe at the very least. So I agree. Tiffany, okay. Oh, look, normally, because you and I both come from terrestrial radio backgrounds along with the comedy stuff. So our comedy stuff, we get to swear as much as we want. Although I do not swear often, kind of thing, just because it's not my style. But I am fascinated about this Netflix series that is coming out starring Nicolas Cage. And so Nicolas Cage, for everyone who's not aware yet, he is hosting it's a comedy series, a 6-part comedy series on cursing. It's all on swear. Yes, mom. Yes, mom. Yes, mom.
Don't let Dominic watch it.
Oh gosh, because whatever word he loves repeatedly.
So much.
Like, yeah. So the only reason I'm going to be able to play part of this promo is because I'm listening to you in my earbuds. He won't hear it. So what do you think? Should we play part of it? Because it is definitely for the grown and sexy out there.
Turn the volume down if you got little ones around.
Yeah. So everybody else out there, we're going to play this for all of the adults that are out there, because I do find it hilarious. So I want to play it, but I want to warn everybody that this is definitely the part of our Sunday Funday live stream where it is not suitable for work. Do I need to say that again? It is not suitable for work. All right, everybody? So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me if I play this. I'm giving everybody so much time. I'm giving them so much time to do this right now. Okay. So I'm telling you again, if your kids are listening, do not let them listen to this.
Swear words. They're the most popular and alluring taboos we have. But the secrets to their strange power have been shrouded in mystery until now. Join me on a journey through the history, evolution, and cultural impact of swear words.
Words don't start out as swear words. They're just words. Somebody
They
decided
don't
at some
start out as swear word. They're just words, is what they say.
Mom.
But I love everything
Mom.
about this. Like, I love the concept.
Mom.
I love the way it's going to be put together. Yes, Mom. Come here.
Mom.
Mr. Yes, Mom is back there.
Mom.
Everybody,
Dominic. Hey, Dominic.
hey, hi. Do you want to
Hi,
come?
buddy. Hi.
You see, say hi.
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 Mom.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry going.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dominic.
If you wonder, that's one of his
Mom.
favorite outfits right there. Okay, not yes, Mom. Come here.
Mom.
Come here and say hi.
What is
Stop
that?
shouting. Pizza. Yes. How about pizza in 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Pizza in 5 minutes.
Pizza in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna come help you. I'm gonna make the pizza. That's what he wants.
Good boy.
Oh, no.
I think it's funny. Like, a lot of people who are our friends, they haven't met Dominic either. So everybody, that's my son, Cyclone Kid. He and I have adventures all of the time. Tiffany knows him very well. He's the reason why I'm constantly exhausted. If you wonder. He is the reason why I am constantly exhausted, but he is a sweet kid. So I'll make him some pizza in just a little bit. And so I am very glad that he is not going to see this series. And it's not the kind of thing that he would be super into, but it is the kind of thing that I'd be worried was going to imprint on him. But I love documentaries in general. And I think this is going to be, stop shouting. I got it.
Mom.
All right. I'm glad that he's on mom shouting repeat right now, and nothing's going to stop him from shouting.
Oh, no. Well, we can wrap it.
And just
he's important, dude.
yeah, he's important. Okay. I got it. Come here. Stop shouting. Come here. How about we stop shouting? Do you want to sit with me?
Sure.
Yeah, you can sit with me. All right.
Oh, nice.
Here.
Come and sit with mama.
Do you want the big chair?
No, sir.
Here, I'll sit on the little chair. You can have the big chair. Here.
No, sir.
How about this? Want the big chair?
No, sir.
No chair? You can have the big chair. I'll sit on the little chair. All right. Mom's almost done. Can you say almost done?
Oh, no.
Almost done. Let me finish. I'm going to finish, and then we'll be done. So you can have the big chair. Tickles? Tickles. You can always have tickles. There we go. So, buddy, yeah. See? Look, Tiffany can see you. So it's on.
He immediately turns around.
He's like, I'm all done.
Yeah, ma'am.
So Tiffany
Yeah,
actually
ma'am.
liked my
Yeah,
definition
ma'am.
of this is for the grown and
Yeah,
sexy.
ma'am.
And
Yeah.
because sometimes
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
have to go, look, this
Yeah,
is for the
ma'am.
adults in the room, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
ma'am.
Andrew has seen my comedy set for quite some time. I'm not a big swearer, but I do enjoy
Yeah,
a
ma'am.
good swear, a well-placed swear word.
Yeah,
And
ma'am.
I would love to hear why the history behind all of them. Like I am going to devour this. Like this is the first. This is the first Netflix trailer that's come out in a while that I was like incredibly excited to go and go. I'm like that, and it's Nicolas Cage, who is my favorite redemption story.
Yes.
Like I just want him to stop being disruptive. Like
And how good did he look in that promo with the beard?
that's good. His voice sounds perfect.
Come and
I
read.
think he was. Yes, I'm gonna
Come
help
and
you
read.
with the pizza. You're right. Help you, please. I will help you. You are correct. Like,
Come and read.
like, let me please.
Come and read.
Wait, let's wait. Gonna wave. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Shay." You're right. Hey, he's like, Shay said hi. You want to say hi?
Sorry,
Tanya's not here yet. So, to our friend Tanya, who's going to watch eventually as well. So Tanya is his favorite, one of his favorite human beings. She is his adaptive personal trainer. So if anybody out there ever needs any suggestions, also on jacking into the correct resources as an autism parent, let me know. Even if you just go, hey, I just want somebody to talk to because I'm exhausted and nobody gets it. Hey, I'm a great person for that kind of thing. Because we get it. Like, life is complex. And that was one of the things that Tiffany and I talked about when we're like, okay, we need to do this. We're going to try and do this live stream. And thank God that my best friend is very familiar with my scenario because this is not my most professional moment. It is just life. And that's what happens when you do a show from your house. Like it is like everybody else. You have your kid that is like, photobombing your Zoom meetings and doing all of this stuff, and that is fine. And if people wonder why Miss Shannan doesn't get trashed when she's home by herself with her son, now you see why. Would you feel comfortable? Like I'm like, I gotta watch this kid.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's so funny. Like the minute he got home, he put on like all these clothes. If anybody wonders, yes, he has clothes that are the right size. He likes these. I'm good with that. I'm gonna let him do his. Like I've tried to. These have gone into the donate pile more than once. Back when I was like, okay, and I'm like, look, I got you new stuff. He's like, nobody asked for your new stuff. Nobody asked for your new stuff. I like the shirt that Grandma gave me, and these shirts last summer. Okay, you do you. Like that's fine. I'm not gonna tell. Yes, Mom. Mom's almost done. You ready? High five. Okay, so here's what we're going to do is we're going to tell everybody out there that we appreciate them watching. If this is your first time finding us, we hope that you will like and subscribe and also comment for all and all the various social media that we are out there. Even if you want to talk to me about pizza, hey, he wants to talk about pizza. You can do that as well. If you have any suggestions for Tiffany for some recipes for her bitter baker, I see that Nikki says that she gave you some suggestions on there. If you have any suggestions, it always makes our lives easier. We are professional content creators, but that means that sometimes we run out of ideas. So it is nice for you to help us as well. Don't worry, Shay. It's okay. You can watch the replay. You can check in with us all the time. Michael, thank you for joining us. We appreciate everybody that's here. Again, watch the replay. We're going to make sure it's available for everybody. What we're trying to do is just every Sunday, just check in because community is important.
Yep.
And finding a way to connect is important. And hopefully we can give you a little lighthearted view into our lives. We can tell you what we have going on, as performers here, not just in the Twin Cities, but performers in general.
Oh no. We went down. As professional performers, we were just mentioning, because that's not ironic in the timing at all. And Shannon's in the control booth, so I'm just gonna fill. Oh, the board fell? The whole board fell. Okay. Yep. This is being adaptable in 2020, you all. Oh my God, think about it. We only have what? 4 more days. 4 more days of the longest year of our lives.
That is a good way to sum up what is going on in 2020. And here's the point where Shannan literally pulled the power off. Because I was like, you saw when I kept kind of like slowly like backing up. Thank you, Peg. Like, oh no, like slowly kept backing up. I slowly like pulled the board off the little desk that it was on, and like and it couldn't even rush because I actually what happened? Everything stayed plugged in except for the power cord.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, and for the viewers, you got, you went into correction mode, and since we opened the show with a shot of my boobs, we closed it with a shot of yours.
Oh, fair enough.
There was a nice little cleavage shot there.
I gotta think. I'm like, let me pick everything up for everyone out there. So I'm approved.
It was a very good zoom.
Well done. As I was saying, thank you for joining us. Thank you for dealing with all of the chaos that we have. We know that we are not the only ones, so we're glad that hopefully we can make everybody smile. We're going to try to do this every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central. So if you can join us in real time, that's great. If you join us later, when you watch it later, that's all great too. I cannot guarantee that there will be cleavage shots every week, but if I get enough requests, we're still building our benchmark, so it could be that, kind of thing. So that's what we got to do. Yep. We're open to suggestions.
We are so open.
We're open, very, very open. In the meantime, thanks again to everybody who joined us today. It's good to see Andrew and Peggy and Shay and Michael and Nikki and I'm going to go up a little bit more. And Sarah, of course, and Jody, we love you all. We appreciate you being part of our Comedy Through the Chaos Sunday Funday. Be safe this holiday season. Be safe on New Year's Eve, regardless of what you have doing. Even if you're in the house, don't light any fireworks and lose any fingers, everybody. All right.
That's good advice.
That's absolutely good advice. I don't always have good advice, but every once in a while. And we will see you guys next time.
All right.
No more misbehaving. No more miss me not. No more misbehaving. Then I'll see what you have got. No more stormy weather. No more, that's for sure. No more stormy weather. I won't see you anymore. Bring it down, bring it back forever, bring it down on the ground, safe and sound.